We have a pretty good chance.
Okay, let's So today we're going to take some new adventurers. So who are you playing with today, Blake?
Assassin.
You're playing with the Assassin.
I'm sped.
Okay. And then I've dropped the Lord of Plagues, but instead taking the Lord of Chaos. So let's hope he's slightly better than the previous guy.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Grey.
Yeah, and then the Night Questor is back as our tank. So that's cool. So I'll read this and we'll crack on. Oh, let's have a look. Simon, hey Jim. That's a Riskany. That's a Riskany. We got the yellow dice from.
Hello. Okay.
Right, I shall read this. Before the champions loomed a macabre gate of vast size and ominous aspects. It resembled a scrimshawed cage, fraught from the bones of countless birds. Within its arched confines, dark shadows fluttered and thrilled. The shades of million feathered things flittering back and forth. Seeing no other to take the champions swung through the bone gates, open and advanced cautiously into the enormous cage. Well, it's like a reading test, these things. I've chuck a lot at you.
Yeah.
At the last of their number passed within, the gate slammed shut with a terrible crash, and the avian shades descended in a screeching storm. The champions cried out as they felt beaks and claws tear at their flesh, their eyes, and their minds. Then, as suddenly as the storm descended, it was gone, leaving the champions somewhere else altogether. Prepare the exploration deck for the trial as follows. Okay, so I need to get the 9 cards with the hook symbol. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What I find quite
7,
interesting is that
8.
you've only got a certain amount of like board pieces, but then all the different cards can have the same room but with a different scenario.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And remember, all the tiles are double-sided as well, so there's quite a few tiles.
Yeah.
Right. Return the rest of the box. The Trials Grand Champion card is Bound in Death, so that is that one. Shuffle it with 2 other random cards, so we'll take 200 random cards. So we'll take this one from here, and we're going to take this one from here.
This guy's still got an old square base on.
Yeah, he's old school, yeah.
He evolved from square bases to circle bases.
Yeah, so it's the same as the other ones. Mix these 3 together so that I don't know which ones are which. So we know the final chamber is one of these bottom 3 cards. And then this goes on top.
So that's 9 cards in that deck.
Yeah. So it can be as early as the 7th card and as late as the 9th card. Unless we find a split, and then obviously that reduces it quite a lot. Okay, I think we're ready for our adventure. Shall we have the Night Questor go first?
Okay.
Yeah, the Night Questor will go through the door. So Destiny first. And we kick off with an event.
Okay.
Which is good. So 2 1s. And 2.
Can we roll 1s and 10s?
Yeah, give me a 1 and a 10. So we've got 46. Hey Jim, just chilling. Good man. Well, we will be here for a couple of hours as we try and make our way through the Silver Tower. What did we get? 46.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game.
Yeah, it's quite cool, isn't it?
I'd also like to complete Shadow of the Hammerhall.
Yeah, so that's next. I pretty much have everything painted for that as well now. I've just got a bunch of Chaos guys to do, but otherwise it uses pretty much similar miniatures.
Nice.
Blinding light engulfing the champions, a searing luminescence that manifests without warning and burned away all sensations. For a span of time that might have been seconds or centuries, the champions hung in their eerie void before reality sprang back with a fearsome roar. So this is the one where we don't have to do anything. Remove all the miniatures from the board, the room up player's hero, and set them aside. Start with the room up player, set them back up again. So that's fine, we'll take that. So basically we all disappeared and then reappeared. I don't think so. So I will then roll my dice. Oh, look at these lovely 6s. I'm going to use my 1 to explore. So the first room is going to be the way divides.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, straight away off the bat we
could get the main chamber, like
super. There we go. So the way divides, which means I now go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, the smarts.
So the smart money's on this direction, right?
Yeah. So we'll probably.
So we now have 2 exploration decks, and we need to read what happens here. With every step forward, the glittering. Yeah, so it goes. With every step forward, the glittering mists thicken, heavy with half-glimpsed shapes and the shattering fragments of memories. Roll on encounter table A. So I need to.
I think I put that in the wrong place.
2d6. We've got a 9, which is 1 occulty per person. So 1, 2.
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
3, 4.
Yeah, I put it in the wrong place.
So he's going to be spawning out of there. Yeah, this is all the stuff, Jim. I don't know if you know, this is all the stuff I've been painting for the last few weeks. So everything is now painted up for this game, so it looks quite nice when we're playing with it.
I really like these models.
Arcane heroes can take this out. Is anyone arcane?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're an arcane hero, for a 5+, you can pick an exploration deck at one of the chamber's exits, then look at either its top or bottom card. You can share the information if you wish.
Oh, I know what to do. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'd look at the.
No, I'd look at the bottom card of this one.
Yeah.
Because it's only got 1 bottom card in it.
Yeah.
So if it's
if it's not the last chamber, we definitely go the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds very sensible.
Big brain move.
Big brains. Okay, I'm going to use this to move. I used to have to move an extra move, but I can only move normal move now. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to run into this guy here.
Yeah. Do you want to get
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to hit him with my big sword. So Thunder Strike, which is a 3+, which I hit for 6. Does nothing special. He takes 3 wounds and dies.
Good job, some early renown.
Yeah. I'm then going to turn to face this guy and use my other 6 to smack him. I can't kill him in 1 hit because he's got a shield, but it does hit and he takes 3 wounds. So he's on 1 health, that guy.
Okay. So your turn?
Where's that orange dice?
So just these guys, because it
it
matches to this.
Yeah. Yeah, so it matches with the token on the table. So this guy's here is on 1 health.
Otherwise, I'd be totally bringing my Warpstone dice down.
Well, yeah, you could have this guy then, yeah.
Okay, so...
Yes, over to you. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. I'm guessing I can only do that arcane action once I'm, once the enemies are gone, right?
It just says you can do it any time, so I mean, I wouldn't do it until the end of the...
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to move up to here.
Yep.
And that will increase this up to a 3. Don't really have much I can do with this. So I'm just going to use this to move. And I'm just going to move to there, because that allows this to change up to a 4, which unlocks Warpstone Bolt. So I will bolt this guy at the back here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 3+ to hit.
Oh, it misses.
I miss.
Bolt of warp lightning goes flying past his head.
And that upgrades that to a 6. So now I will cast Vermintide, which goes off and it does 1 damage.
Okay, so these guys, this guy's dead. This guy is on 2 health, and the other guy is on 3 health.
Okay, there we go.
Over to the assassin. Come on, assassin.
Assassin time.
Do some assassin-y stuff.
Assassinations. Okay, we've got 5, 6. Oh, that was 6. 4 and 1. So, I mean...
You roll really well.
Yeah. So you can use your 1 to move, right?
Yeah,
So you can move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can rush into that guy if you want.
Okay.
The assassin's so quick.
Also, literally, if I roll ones, I can still do tons.
You sure? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even need these dice really.
Like, just yes, you do. Don't get too cocky.
Okay, and it hits 2 damage.
2 damage, so he's dead.
And
So
then,
you get renowned for that.
can I hit him from?
You get his diagonal to you, so
Okay, and then again 2 damage.
Somehow.
2 damage. Okay, so he's on 1 health. Can you
And
do
then
anything
I'm
to him
gonna
on
use
1
my
health?
last one. For...
Yeah, so he's dead. The assassin gets another renowned.
I done that all correctly.
Is it hitting on 1s? It hits on 2s.
It hits on
That's
2s.
crazy.
And it's only
To have a weapon,
that's basic.
Have you read all your abilities?
that hits on
If I roll a
2s.
6, when making an attack roll, damage is doubled.
Nice.
Yeah. But have you read all your abilities? If you miss something during that time.
I bet his save is bad though, right?
Yeah, his save is
It's
bad, but he
6.
can
But
use his agility to save.
once per turn, he can use his agility of 2+ to save.
Okay. Yeah. The assassin is OP in this. Fine.
Yeah, Blake,
Hey, Tuffy.
something else would happen. Have you read all of your abilities? Because I know you should get something else.
Well, tell him if he's missing something.
You read your renown ability at the bottom there.
Oh, I can gain.
Do you want to tell Dad what it says?
What's it say?
If you slay an adversary and suffer no wounds during the turn, gain 1 renown.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you get an extra renowned. Nice. Yeah, it's always good to keep an eye on those extra renowned
Now I get
abilities.
2 because I killed 2.
And it's in the round.
Like-
You killed someone and didn't take wounds in the round, so that's how you got it. Cool. Tuffy's spamming us with Dusties and Putty Cats with glasses on.
He's just a stand-in for me.
Hey, Sophie.
Cool. Over to that's the end of the turn.
Thanks for keeping it PG in the chat there.
Yeah. Do we want to search?
I mean, yeah, we can.
Because there's no adversaries, so we can search.
Okay.
So
Oh,
my Lord of Chaos can't search. 'Cause he's not
your
actually
Lord
in
of
the room.
Cows?
Actually, he would have got. He didn't actually get a turn, did he? So
Oh yeah, good point.
we actually give him a turn. Doesn't matter. Keep dice as they were. So I would just used it to move loads of times. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There.
Well, we think we're going in there.
Well, yeah.
And now I'll search with him. And I failed.
I
I'll
got
search
6.
with him.
I
And I
failed as
searched.
well.
And I found something.
So I got the Sorcerer's Shield. This sounds good. Whenever your hero suffers a wound, roll a dice. On a 4, 5, or 6, the wound is deflected and has no effect. On a 1, the scroll crumbles into dust. Discard this card.
Nice.
I'm feeling quite nice.
You've got quite a good thing, yeah. Yeah, Tuffy is the mistress of spam. I don't think if it counts as spam, it's just doing four Dusties and 4 Putty Cats. But
Yeah.
okay, player goes over to you.
What did you get, Dad?
I got a gem of command, which we've seen before.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, command people to kill someone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What event do we get?
We do get an event and double 5. So double 5 is slop is on the table. So
Do you want to get out the familiars and I'll put them over here?
oh yeah, where are all the familiars? There's pug, slop.
I think Slop just goes next to me. Since
Where's
I
the
rolled.
book guy? Which one am I missing?
Oh
yeah, that guy.
I don't think we've ever used him.
No, because there has to be bad guys on the table to use him.
What does he even do?
I can't remember now, but there has to be adversaries on the table for him to pop out. So all our movement is reduced down by 1.
Yep. I like these guys. Okay. So and then also 6. So
Yeah, I thought that too. Hopefully next weekend it goes on pre-order. Yes.
Nice. So we've got to roll an event, right? So
Yeah. So 16 is the event.
I feel like the kind of the 10s kind of area is not very good.
Yeah. 16. The ornately bound book had come from the body of one they had slain. Wait, no. They had snatched it from creaking shelf of bookshelf. Or had it been their possession all along? Such questions seemed strangely unimportant, as the champions felt the power radiating from the ancient tome and wrestled within the temptation for the forbidden knowledge locked within. So we've got a book on us, and we don't know why we've got a book on us. We don't remember how we got it.
Probably got it.
So the ruined marked player, which is you, so I know exactly what you're going to do, must decide whether they are to read the pages of the tome. If they refuse to, yeah. I thought you might read it. If they refuse to, the player on the left has a chance to do so. So you're going to read...
I can resist some free power. Let's do this.
Okay. Whichever player does so rolls 2 dice. Gone in.
3 and 5.
An 8. Let's see, roll an 8. Whichever player does so rolls 2 dice. If the result is double, they suffer D3 wounds. Otherwise, they can look at the top 4 cards of any deck, the treasure or skill deck or exploration deck, and rearrange them into an order of their choice.
Okay. I mean,
So you can look at the top 4 cards of that and put it in any order, which I think means you could put the next room as being the final chapter.
Oh yeah, I could.
But why not?
Yeah, I really enjoy
If you do this, I'll play.
Wants to eke the game out.
If we do this, I'll play another game of this right now.
But you want to get and then jump into the next challenge.
I know, but I quite.
Oh, James doesn't like the game. James doesn't want the game to end.
I quite like the story aspect rather than just trying to get through it as quick as possible. Look, there's this thing called the Star Nexus, and that looks quite cool.
We'll put that one next and then put the one after it. You can put them back in any order you like.
The Star Nexus is. Don't worry, we'll do the final one first. Guys.
So that starry book has allowed us to basically cheat the game and work out that the next room is going to be the final room.
I did put that at the top right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So nothing else happened.
Guys, I think we should go through that one. I think that one's good.
Yeah. Your roll dice, please, James.
Yeah, I'll take this.
So we've managed to work out how to, because we found this room first, that halved the deck, and then because you found the tome to be able to search the deck, we've been able now to put the final room at the top of that deck. Now that is a unique set of circumstances. That is speed running.
So we have 1.
James just alpha striked the silver tower. Don't mess with Skaven.
4.
It's going to be like.
And that one upgrade.
The ends here.
Doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, so this will essentially.
So this will be the fastest game of Silver Tower in the history of games.
Okay, so we'll use this to
10-minute
explore the room.
Yep.
And you know.
This is the final room. Okay, so I'm going to take these out of the way.
Doing a 10-minute stream.
So we have found a room called Bound in Death, which I shall move this out of the
How long
way.
has the stream been?
It's literally we've been streaming for
10 minutes.
10 minutes maybe. And we've already found the final room.
Oh yeah, that is
speedrunning.
It's built different.
Mm.
We got really
The Gaunt Summoner was not prepared for the
Skaven.
Skaven, whatever that's called. What's it called?
The Grey Seer.
The Grey Seer. He was not ready for the Grey Seer's awesomeness. Okay.
Okay, cool. We're in a room full of gems. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. As you can see, there's black squares around these two, so they're impassable terrain.
Yep.
Read passage 88.
Now I reckon we're not going to ace this room like we did the last one.
Now we haven't got any weapons or powers or anything.
We also haven't got 6 players.
That's true.
Last time we had so many turns. They couldn't do
In that place, the champions found themselves creeping carefully between great outcroppings of amethyst, in which the shades of the dead wailed and whispered. Within a gloomy chamber, the champions find the Death Runner, interrogating the ghosts of the crystals in ever more angry and impatient tones. Sharp were the senses that Skaven assassin, and though the champions did their best to move in silence, the creature's whiskers were soon twitching. Turning with a furious screech, the Death Runner leapt to attack, and champions were forced to defend themselves, lest they be struck down by poisoned blades. Put the Shaiish fragment in one of the on next to the board. Set up the Skaven Death Runner as close to the centre of the chamber as possible. He is caught off guard here, and he does not have a target in mind. As such, the player's role as described in the chosen for the kill rule at the start of each adversary phase
It's
to
just
determine points. So yeah,
So
so
we just got to kill this guy.
we just got to kill a Skaven Death Runner.
Oh, this will be.
We've already done it before.
We've killed him before.
We'll kill him again.
We'll kill him again. Over to.
We actually killed him twice.
Yes, it's still your turn, James.
Okay. Don't really have much I can do this time because I've just got 1/6.
And you can't actually see him.
Actually, you know, I can cast Vermintide though on that ring,
You could do.
so I might as well do that.
Might as well cast it.
Rat.
It misses.
I missed, but that's okay.
Okay, over to the assassin.
Okay.
Assassin versus assassin.
Oh, no, that was no. Oh yeah, sorry. I think we went over to him.
Assassination time.
You got so many assassins in this board.
Yeah. Keep going in there, Blake. Assassin versus assassin.
Okay, speed.
Okay,
So
so
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Speed again. Wait, no, with my 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then stibbly stab. You are now dead.
6. Isn't
That
it?
and damage is doubled. 4 damage.
4 damage. So he's now on 9 health.
I'm going to get another stibbly stab by me. Although I'm going to move because I'm very.
I'll represent his health
Wait,
there.
are you gonna get stabbed? Are you gonna stab him again or move?
Should I use this one to move back?
No,
You'll be
I'd
fine.
stab him.
Okay.
But you got 2+ save.
Stibbly stab. You are now sit on.
How does that hit?
So 2 hits, does it?
Yep.
Yeah. It's 2 damage. So he's on 7 health.
6. So that's 6 damage.
Yeah. 6 damage altogether. He's on 7 health.
Stibbly stab. You're now dead.
Okay, over to the Chaos Lord. Come on, Chaos Lord. Actually get a go. Let's see if you can do anything.
Let's see if you can. Even
Oh, we've got some better rolling. We've got some.
The Chaos Lord.
This is
He
the
does not do
yeah.
well.
This is the debut.
Dad, you definitely maybe use that one to help move in.
Yeah, I'm definitely moving in.
Well, there's a Destiny Dice one over here.
Okay, so I'm going to poach that 1 and move 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm then going to use this one to move into.
You go
Actually, I'd have gone this. I'd have gone this way. So I'd have gone 1,
You
2,
could go
3, 1, 2, and I'm going to go to the side of him. I'm going to go there.
Okay, come on there.
Each time you take a turn with the Chaos Lord, you must pick a single mark of Chaos. You will gain the following benefit. Zinch is reroll saves. Nurgle, the hero equipment stance. So this is a Khorne is reroll. So we're going to go. I'm going to pick the Khorne symbol because I'm mostly going to be hitting. I'm then going to use my Demon Possessed Reaper Blade, which is a 3+. And I miss. Ugh, and it wasn't a 1, so I can't even re-roll it. I'm then going to use my Demon Possessed Reaper Blade and hit with a 6, which is really good. If you roll a 6 for the attack and roll when using the Demon Possessed Reaper Blade, its damage is doubled to 6 damage. So I just did 6 damage to him in 1 hit.
Cool.
And then I'm going to use my Demon Soul Reaper Blade.
Come on, just you don't need to get any higher dice. Just hit.
6. So he just took another 6 damage.
Oh.
And that is the end of that trial, everybody.
We completed it in 15
I feel
minutes.
like some heroes are unbalanced.
We completed. What was
So
our
that
time?
was in stream time, 26 minutes.
What?
It took us 2 hours to do
Speedrunner.
one yesterday.
Floats up. And
So I would suggest we reset
Speedrunner.
and we do another. We've done the 5th shard, so let's go and do the 6th shard.
Look how well that's going together.
That was insane.
Why does that eye look like broken or something?
That was insane. We just speed run through that. Well, there you go, everybody. That's how to play Civil Tower and break the game by
Dream, if Dream was a board game player.
lucky draws of treasure cards and then splitting the deck. So we are going to reset and play another adventure.
Time to play the 6th one, guys.
My goodness.
So if it goes anything like that, we might actually
3
complete the game
pieces
today.
left.
3 pieces of the shard left.
So,
Okay, so that was the trial of Shades. Let's go to 67. Have we done 67? Unbelievable. This is looks like a key, a hook with a circle. Like that's the one, yeah. So we'll do that one next.
Yes. Cool.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. Yeah, cheers, Tuffy. Yeah, we won already, Jim. That was not normally how this plays out.
No.
Essentially, there was a deck of 9 cards, which is 9 rooms. The first room we went into split that deck into 2 4s. And then James got a card that let him read the 4 cards of a deck and put them in any order.
And because there was only 4 cards in the deck, I could see them all.
Yeah, so he was able to pick the final room and stick it right at the top of the deck. So instead of doing 9 rooms, we did 2.
Now that's what I
That's
leading the final.
That is speed running. Yeah, that was not meant to be. I'm sure how they planned that out, but that was just fortunate room splitting and very fortunate treasure card finding.
It wasn't even a treasure card, it was a random event.
Oh, random event card, yeah.
11 to 66 different possibilities.
Yeah, that is insane. Okay, but that's okay, because it means we can crack on and jump straight into another shard.
So, yeah, 55.
Because that was super
1 out of
easy.
55 to get that event.
Yeah, that was super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Okay.
1 out of 66.
No. Because it doesn't start at 1, it starts at 11.
Okay, so this one we're going for. This is the A Squishy Icon. This one's called. In that place, the champions found but only one way forward. An ominous tunnel set low in a solid wall of brass. With little choice, they fell to their hands and knees, crawling one after into the streaming darkness. The further they crawled, the greater the temperature became. Yet all the champions' heels the tunnels rumbled in shut, like the closing gullet of some terrible beast. For long moments they crawled on with even greater haste, sweat running freely down their scalding faces at the touch of hot brass. Surely there must be quests at the end, they thought, and a hideous one at that, roasted alive in this cramped oven. Just as they felt they could crawl no further, the champions scrambled from the hideout, the hideous tunnel, and into sweltering space beyond. Grimacing with pain and anger, the champions came to realise they had passed through a particularly unpleasant portal into the beginning of their next deadly trial. Prepare the deck as follows. Take the 8 cards.
Can I go first?
Yeah, I don't mind. So I want the red key. So red key, red key, red key, red key.
Hold up. We should have done our treasure cards because we still ended the trial.
Well, only you need to do that, really.
Okay.
Actually, I did, didn't I? So, was it 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3, it's gone, right?
Yeah, so my
Okay,
general command is gone.
Sorcerer's Shield is gone. Phoenix Heart, gone. Warpstone Bomb, please don't leave me. Yay. I actually kind of got the Sorcerer's Shield was gone because that would be a full-up stage was brilliant for me.
Okay, so the final room on this is called the Fires of Zinch, and then shuffle it with 2 other randoms. So we're going to take, once I've shuffled them a little bit, we'll take this one and this one. Yeah, cool. So same as before. The final room is in here somewhere. I only to realise they had entered the evil realm of Asda.
Oh no.
Asda. Dun, dun, dun.
It's horrifying.
Right. That is our deck. We have a dungeon deck. We have everything ready to go. Right, Blake, so you're going to go first, are you? So, yeah, reset our things. Destiny dice for you. Oh, there's one more.
Okay, no events or anything?
No events, but a 4. And a 4 is
the little red
adversaries. So there's no adversaries on the board, so we're okay.
Yeah, so you got these dice.
Yeah? And then you rolled yours, yeah?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
And we got a 5.
I take it you're going to be exploring first.
2, no 1. Yeah, so
So you got to do 1 to move, and then explore, and then you can finish off your move.
yeah, so I'm going to use those 2 dice.
Okay, this is called Beyond Glass.
So that is,
Let's see, yeah.
So
We're going to come in like this.
oh, it's already split.
it's going to put in there. No, it hasn't.
No, it's not
okay.
split. It's not a split one.
I'll put on the portal where you.
Can I move a bit more, or should I
Or
stay there?
just wait till the room's set out.
Yeah. Okay, moments passed until the champions realised what unsettled them about this place. Within the great mirror, their reflections moved, but all was subtly wrong. The movements unnatural and out of reach with those they aped. Roll on encounter table B. So Blake, can you roll a d6? Just one. 1. A Calic horror, an Calic occult per player, and a pink horror.
Okay,
So pink horror is going to pop out first. Blah, 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 blah. There he is. And then 4 of these guys are going to be sort of wrapped around.
Right, if you could break up the pink horror into blue horrors, then I'll be able to.
Vermin. Brats.
Yeah, and then Dad will be able to do quite a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, so I've still got about 3 movements left.
Yeah, but you're kind of now blocked, so.
Actually, no, he can move 3 people.
Can he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of his abilities.
Wow.
Yeah, so he can go to there.
Okay.
And still they stab at you, pink thing.
Pretty sick.
You're going to stab the pink horror.
Pretty sick.
Oh, you're not in the same room as me.
That's the first time.
If you was in the same room with me, you could have re-rolled that
Oh
one.
no, you didn't take back the ability
But I
card.
did
Yeah,
So-
other players can re-roll attack rolls.
Oh, so yeah,
with one.
2
not the safe
damage.
one.
So 2 damage on the pink horror.
Yes.
So that pink horror now has 2 health. 2 health remaining.
However,
Is that you done?
But you did kind of put yourself out there. I'm sure they'll all be dead by our turn.
Not with 3 ones. 1, 2, 3, and a 4.
You're not doing anything with ones.
Yeah, I can. I've just got my basic weapon.
Oh, okay.
So I'll use 1 to move. I'm going to use my Reaper Blade first. See if I can do some big damage. I will take Corn as my symbol, so I can re-roll attack rolls of 1, and I get a 2, which misses. I'm then going to hit with my sword, which is a 2 to hit, which hits. That's 1 damage, so he's on 3 health.
Yeah.
Hit him again, which hits on 1, so he's just taken 2 damage.
Alright.
So he's on 2 health. Not so great. This is better.
Yeah, crikey.
So I will use that 2 to move in. Use this 6 to hit him with my thunder charge strike, which is I need a 3. I can re-roll the 1. 4. So that means that's 3 damage on this guy. So he's on 1 health. I'm then going to just hit him with my normal Warblade, which misses. That hits, so he's now dead. So can I get a renowned?
Yep.
And then I will put myself on guard. That's my turn over.
Let's go freaky with some vermintides.
Rat.
Okay, so I'm gonna start by you taking this and using it to move. So I will move up to there, and that will upgrade that to a 3. I will then use this and cast Warp Lightning Bolt on the pink horror, which is a 3+ to hit, which hits and it does D3 damage. So 1 damage.
1 damage is on 1 health.
And that changes that to a 3. I will then take this 5 and cast Warp Lightning Bolt again. 3+ to hits, and it hits, and that does 1 damage. So I think that kills the.
So the pink horror has died, but he explodes into 2 blue horrors. There he is. There's one of them, and then there's another one.
Right, and
So
that
he
will
pops and appears as 2 blue horrors.
That upgrades that to a 4. So now with this 4, I can cast Warp Lightning Bolt. Oh, I get a renown for that. I'll use this Warp Lightning Bolt.
Oh, Tuffy's doing an inventory of Warhammer stuff. I'm actually selling something today. I have someone coming to my house to pick up the Horus Heresy Betrayal at Cal 30k.
No,
It's the first time I've actually sold something that I've decided I'm never going to paint. So yeah, I'm also selling Speed Freaks, the 40k box as well.
Yeah, so I failed that. This changes to a 4, so now I can use a lightning bolt. That hits on a 6, so this guy is going to take 3 damage.
So he explodes and turns into 2 little fiery guys.
Okay,
So
that action upgrades that to a 6. So now, because I got a 6, I can get another dice. So that's there at least.
I'm contemplating whether I sell Adeptus Titanicus, because I don't think I'm ever going to use that either.
Cast Vermintide. Oh, dang it, that misses.
Vermintide fails.
And that brings it to 3.
Can I go grab a drink?
Yeah, you can grab me one as well. You can grab me and your Coke. James got Coke, so.
Yeah.
Is it your... Should just let James take your go, what, if you're not back?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Blake, so I want to throw a bomb, but it's going to hit you as well. It's only like... It may not even...
Can he dodge it?
I don't know. Dodge it.
It doesn't say anything about them saving, it's just me rolling a dice.
That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 2 wounds and we'll be able to...
No, don't worry, we can take this room. We don't need that. That's fine.
Okay.
See the set?
Well, then I'm just going to stop there.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right, do you want to roll... Well, we can wait for a second, or you can just roll his dice and...
It's not his turn. It's your turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I was at the end of the go.
Yep.
So now they're going to
That's why I was thinking.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, so we'll do this in order then. We'll say the blue horrors are going to go. We'll do the horrors first.
Oh, they're going to attack Blake.
Well, it depends on what action they get.
Oh, okay. He's the closest at the moment.
So they're going to do 5, which is a vicious capering. Each horror in the group moves towards the nearest hero. Each horror in the group then attacks the nearest hero with either blue fire or its flickering blade, whichever's in range. So this will go to him. This will go to him, and that's gonna only have to hit you. That's the closest hero.
So, but you can only use your agility as a save once.
Yeah. So the little the little dude that is going to hit you with his blade. I don't know how it's flickering blade, but it's a 4+ to hit you. So, right, it hits. So you need to roll a save.
No, but I would roll a 6 up. Don't use your 2 up on this.
Yeah, this is the smallest guy hitting you. So, oh, it's in the stakes out. Oh, nice.
I saved. I rolled a 6.
Oh wow, nice. Now the blue horror is going to hit you, and that's on a 3+, which it misses, so you're okay. And then the other flickering thing is going to hit the Knight Questor and hit, and I'm on a 3+ save. I save it, so no problems. Right, then it's going to be the occults. So they are going to do a 1. Draw their blood. Each occult moves towards the nearest hero, then attacks with whatever weapons in range. Then roll a dice and add 1 to the result for each wound they cause. On a 6 or more, set up a pink horror at the nearest portal. They will act in this phase unless pink horror's already active. So these 2 are going to hit you, and this one's going to hit him. Actually, we'll make him hit him because he's also closest. So we'll do that guy first. So he's got a cursed blade, two dice on 4s. He hits with both, and we miss 1. So can I have a wound, please, James?
Yep. Blake, I would definitely use a 2 up save to try and save one of these attacks.
Okay, right. This guy's going to hit you first, and he hits with 1. So one save, please.
So I'm going to use my agility.
Yep. So you need a 2+. Nice. And then the other guy's going to hit you now, and he hits with 1 as well. So 1 save on that guy.
Yes.
Nice. That's insane.
I have good
Now,
roll.
there, don't roll a 6.
Yeah. So now they've all done it.
Don't roll a 5 or a
It's-
6, and we won't spawn a pink horror.
It's a 3.
Okay.
So they've got no pink horror spawns. And that is all of the enemies have had their turn. So now I'm the Ruin Marked player. Can I have the Destiny dice, James? That's sad to hear, Tuffy, but it's nice that you can help to understand the real value of the stuff and things like that. We've got an unexpected event, and we've got 3 destiny dice.
Oh, do you want me to roll?
That's what I do it. 24.
It's definitely a new one.
Feels like it'd be a new one, doesn't it? The champions knew a moment. The champions knew a moment of sinking dismay as one of careless footfall broke a glittering strand of the lights, stretched cunningly across their path. The air thickened like cooling tallow, time running slower and slower as the enchant trap was sprung. The ruin-marked player rolls 4 dice. For each 1 or 2, their hero is stunned. They then pass each dice they scored 3 or more to the player on the left, who repeats the roll with those dice. Carry on until no dice have been passed on.
I
So,
don't think we've anything to worry about, Blake. Then has to go through 2 characters.
yeah, so what's this? So, on any 1s or 2s, so I've got 1 stun marker, and then 3 dice get passed. I get a stun marker. Now, can you roll 2 dice?
I get no stun.
No stun marker. So, Blake, can you roll 2 dice?
Split different.
You get no stun dice.
Hey,
Back to me.
He gets 1. Daddy, oh wait, no, that was a 3.
I'm doing that. Each player's rolled once. Okay, fine. So that's it. And that's that. So that's what happened. So we sprung a trap in this room and it hit us. So it is now the Lord of Chaos's turn. I got some 2s, 1s, and a 5. Oh dear. I will take the Mark of Corn again, so that I can't really do much missing.
I just remembered that I had the concentrate thing. I should have used that last round.
Okay. I'm going to hit this guy with my Demon Possessed Reaper Blade. And hit for 6. So he takes overkill of 6 damage when he only needed 2. So he's definitely dead. I'm then going to move forward. And I will just use my normal blade on... actually, I'm going to take it on the flaming thing, because I can kill that, and then the Questor can move. Yeah, so that dies. So I get 1 renown, James, but that's it, yeah, on my Lord of Chaos. Over to the Questor, who's only rolling 2 dice. And got a 1 or 2. Oh dear. I'll use the 1 to move up. And the 2 to...
You got a heal, right?
I don't have to, because that's a stun, so that'll go away next turn. I'm going to use it just to hit my Warblade on the blue guy, because I can actually kill him. So 3+. Yeah, so he explodes. And turns into 2 flickering dudes. So 1 there, and we'll go 1 there.
I will try and
Actually, no, we'll stick 1 there. So that will stick it next to me.
Alright, I'm going to try and finish these guys off with a couple well placed. That's not that really that good. Although, actually,
I'm actually quite warm in it, Blake. I don't know how you're wearing that massive hoodie.
see look, this is what I can do. So I'm going to use this instead
Yeah.
to cast Concentrate and upgrade this to a 4. But then because it's an action, that upgrades this, my lowest dice by 1 as well.
Nice.
I can use this to cast Concentrate and upgrade this to a 5, which then in turn upgrades this to a 6, that's my lowest dice. So now I've got 2 6s to do some stuff. So that's 1 damage to everyone.
So 1 damage to everything kills these 3.
It's a shame they're not worth anything.
Yeah, well, that's why, because they're such low health. So they've all died. And these guys are on 2 health each.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast it again. This time only 1 damage.
Yeah, so they're now on 1 health each.
Right, you can finish them off.
Alright,
Over to you.
stab time.
Yeah, stupid stab. Should be pretty hard not to kill these 2.
Yeah.
I mean, with my power, I can just
Okay,
say,
Blake.
you're dead.
Yeah, so he's dead.
4
Do you
damage.
remember that time when I killed 16 people?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So you get a renown. Can you give him a renown,
Kill a
James?
maximum of 4.
Cool.
I suppose you'll get a bonus renown for killing these two and not taking any wounds.
Yes.
So how much did you get? So you get 1, 2, and then the bonus 1 takes.
And then I'm going to move to.
Or I would have got a renowned as well, extra, because my demon power. My power is if I kill someone with my demon unleashed, which is when I roll a 6 on my combat attack, I gain an extra renown. So
I've not been tracking whether or not I've been getting 13s, but
yeah, you need
I'm
to.
going to move using this one to the door.
Yep.
And then I'm going to explore.
You're going to explore. Okay, so we're exploring. We have found the Imps Hoard, which looks like a big treasure room, which we love. A bit of treasure.
But it's called the Imps Hoard.
Mm.
Sounds like there's a lot of enemies now.
Could be enemies in here. So I'm going to slide this my way a bit.
rats will just solve that issue for us.
Yeah.
Oh, look, rat.
So was you moving in, was you?
Yes.
Just there?
Well, yeah, you only have 1 dice left to explore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Suspended above a churning sea of
Guys,
coins.
We are ending our round. We are. The enemies are going next, by the way. So this could have not been the best idea.
That's true. Yeah. Suspended above a churning sea of coins hung a treasure heaped platform. The slightest movement set the whole thing swinging, riches sluicing from its edges like golden rain. Roll on encounter table B. So, can you roll a dice?
I got 6.
Hang on, it's Blake's roll, to be honest.
I got 5.
So you got a 5. 1 blue horror per player.
Okay, that's not that bad. It's about 12 players.
So 1, 2,
3, 4.
3.
I'm going to go stibbly stab you.
Could have been worse. It could have been
You're not,
pink.
because it's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I know that.
Could have been pink horrors.
Dude, I really like the blue horror, pink horror guys.
Yeah, I like how they explode into each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. If a hero makes a move +1 action in this chamber, they must discard a second hero dice. When the last adversary is slain in this chamber, read chapter 39. So it's simulating that we're like walking through loads of gold. So to move costs 2 dice essentially.
Luckily, I'm not going in there.
Yeah.
He's just going to rat it. Get rats.
So
we get rid of
that
our
was the
stun.
end of the round, so that's the enemy's turn.
You
So
get rid of
yeah,
the stun tokens, right?
not yet, not to start a new turn.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would mean nothing because by the time the enemies attack, they're not worth anything. So the blue horrors are going to vicious capering. Each horror in the group moves towards the nearest hero. Each horror in the group then attacks the nearest hero with either blue fire or its flickering blade, whichever is in range. So they're all going to gang up around you, Blake.
That can't even attack.
Can't even attack. It's not a touching square. Yeah. To be honest, he'd probably go there because he'd shoot from range.
Oh yeah. So you've got 3 melee attacks.
This could be bad for you, Blake.
I mean, if you fail all the saves, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, dead.
So you've got flickering blade. So flickering blade from this guy. So get ready with your saves. Need 1. So that's 1 wound.
Okay, well, I'm probably dead.
No, you're not. Right, then the second one's going to attack you. He's going to hit you once. Yeah, so 1.
Probably use your 2 up.
Okay, yeah, I'll just use the
That was your 2 up, was it? Okay, fine. Then the third one's going to attack you with his blade.
Okay.
And he's going to get 2. So now you've got 2 saves to do.
You gotta roll 2 dice, you know.
So roll another dice.
You gotta get 6.
The number of dice I attack you with is the number of dice you're going to save with.
Yeah.
So if I attack you and hit you for 1, you need 1.
I'm on 1 health now.
Right, and now you don't die, by the way, so don't worry.
I could have revived you.
The blue fire is going to come. It's a 4+. So 1 dice, 4+. It does actually hit you.
One time dead rolls really well.
Yeah. So that's 2 damage. So you are currently down.
Like, does
Yeah.
it go if it's over?
That's it. Yeah, in a separate attack.
I'm dead.
So you're not dead. You're just downed. All right. So we just need to recover you. That's all.
How do you die then?
By getting hit again in another turn. So if we don't save him and he gets hit again, he's dead. But you're currently out of action, which is probably bound to have happened because you decided to go springing off on your own.
I mean,
You're what's called a glass cannon. You do tons of damage, but you are easy to kill.
Yeah.
Like that's the same with me. I don't even have that extra 2 up.
I don't want to lose this character on like the second time I used it.
Well, maybe be a bit more cautious.
You know, it's like I'm almost always a room behind him.
So the room mark player is now me. I lose my stun tokens. So if you've got any stun tokens on, you can take it off. But I have got a wound. I've got.
It's not funny. Nothing.
What's that?
Nothing. He's just looking at you very upset.
I'm going to use this one to move in. Let me just check the rules around rescuing someone because I know it's like I think I just have to use a recuperation on you. I think. Grievous. You've got wound grieves. If your hero suffers a wound, but all their spaces are already covered, they are grievously wounded. Remove them from the board the next time there is a respite, and set them up, with the other heroes in the current chamber, with 4 wound markers still on their hero card. After all the adversaries have acted, yeah. So you just need to. So if you get hit again, then we remove you, and then we put you back afterwards.
So you can't properly die.
I don't think you can properly die by the sounds of it now. But you're just sort of out of action. So,
I mean, we can make you properly die.
yeah, the best thing is when we get round to you. Actually, I don't know how do you recuperate then?
You can't.
You've got no.
You've
You
got
have to use a destiny. You have to use a destiny dice, won't you? Yeah, you are left. That's what it does say. You're left to using destiny dice. I remember that bit. That's all you've got.
Destiny dice.
Yeah, we'll definitely save your destiny dice. So I moved, and I'm going to hit this guy with my thunder charge strike, and miss, which is ridiculous. And then I'm going to hit him again with just my warblade, and miss. But I can re-roll the 1, get a 6, which does nothing special except explode him.
To be honest, it's probably worse right now.
Into 2 of these. Yeah, there you go. Over to you. So.
Yeah, I will take this. Okay, so I'm going to spend this to move. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. And that will upgrade that to 2. I shall then cast.
You're up, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Just constantly burping. Can you not maybe control yourself?
I shall then cast Concentrate.
Yeah.
I'll then cast Concentrate and bring that up to a 5. And then also, since this ability will bring that up to a 6, since it's my lowest dice and I'm just using action. So now I'm going to cast a Vermintide on this area.
Yeah.
Yes. So this will do D3 wounds.
Oh.
No.
Nothing I can do about that.
No, there's nothing.
Because that's not the actual attack roll, that's just the damage roll.
Okay, so 1 wound.
So they've all taken 1 wound.
But since
So
I got a 6, I get to have another dice.
Yeah.
So at least that's there now. I will then cast Vermintide again. Dang it. That was a...
There's a 1 I can help you, but I can't help you on a 2.
Okay.
You could take 1 of the destiny dice, as long as you don't take all of them. Because you could upgrade that to a 6, can't you?
Yeah, I could.
And Vermintide that again.
Alright, what if I took the 3?
Yeah.
I could throw the Warpstone Bomb. Actually, no, it's got to be in my area to do that. So... that really...
Surely you would throw it in your own tile, wouldn't you? Is that what it says? You've got to be in the same tile?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So, I'm just going to cast Concentrate, I guess, to bring it up to a 6.
Yep.
And do 1 last Vermintide. I can re-roll that.
Can we roll that because you're in the same chamber as me?
Dang it.
Oh my goodness. When we need it to happen, it doesn't happen.
Yep.
Okay. Right, Blake, you need to heal and then
You
probably
can't take the highest dice.
he can. He's the last player, so he can't. Oh no, you can only take. So you can only take the 2, but the 2 is enough to heal.
Okay.
So you can heal a wound.
That's the end of your turn, right?
That's the end of your turn.
Okay. How are we going to get it so that he isn't attacked again?
Well, there isn't much we can do.
He's
Just got to survive.
I mean, yeah, unless he rolls wonderfully, he's dead. Although, it's kind of annoying that I know that you can't really die now. No.
I'll read it again in a second, but don't worry. Don't worry about for that. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to roll my dice.
No, but I feel like the stakes have just been lowered a bit since we can't properly die. You just come back.
Well, you come back with 0. You're out of it until the end of that room is cleared, isn't it? So eventually, once you're all dead, once you're all down, that's it. You're all basically it's trying to say that as long as you're alive, as long as someone's alive, you can bring back fallen heroes. But if once you start falling, if you all fall, then that's it. No one's bringing anyone back. So I'm going to use my 2 to move to here. I'll go there. I'm going to use my other 2 to hit this guy with my sword, which kills him.
Dead?
And I'm going to move my 3 to move into here.
You know that, right?
And I'm going to use this to hit my guy. I'm going to hit this guy. Now I'm going to go with just my sword because my sword hits on a 2. I should have hit with a 6. I would have got a renowned. But
Dad, what you can do is, kill. Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
You should use that 4. You can.
I could move into there, couldn't I? Yeah, and I make myself the target of attacks. Yeah, that works. My save isn't much better. My save's only a 4, but okay, that's the end of the turn.
It's better than a 6.
It is better than a 6. So the horrors are going to do this. The horrors are going to go with a 5 again, so exactly the same. So they're all going to stay exactly where they are. This guy would move over, and they're all going to hit me. So the first one is on.
Do you want me to roll the horror dice?
Yeah, go on. So this is on 3s.
So 2
hits. I save them both.
2 hits.
I save them both. And then this is on. Wait. This is blue fire, so they both miss. They both miss. Well done, Lord of Chaos tanked it all.
Yeah.
Nice work, Lord of Chaos, and you are still alive, Blake.
Yay.
Ruin Mark player goes to the Skaven, and Destiny dice are to be rolled.
Okay, we've got an event. And we've also got number 3, which I think is the book.
3's the book. So skill cards can't be used in this chamber. And can you roll me a 10 and a 1?
So we've got 25.
25.
I think that's a good number.
I feel like we've had 25.
24.
Phantasms danced upon the air and strange sounds echoed from every direction. Shrieks and giggles flitted by upon the breeze, while on the edge of sight the champions saw terrible things crawl and writhe. It was with all they could do to keep their wits about them as the Silver Tower worked its foul tricks. Roll a dice and then put it on the ruin of Tzeentch. When a player makes their action roll, discard any dice that match that score. So roll a dice, James. 1s. So any 1s rolled, so put that on top of the ruin mark thingy. Any 1s rolled are discarded.
Is that hero dice?
Hero dice.
Okay. Well then, Dad, I'm just wondering, from where the book is standing, could I still attack this room? Because there is still line of sight on this horror.
You can still, but you can't use the skills.
Yeah, so if I move to where that book is.
Oh right. You can still see in that room. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, 3 6s. That's some Vermintide.
Okay, so what I want to do before that is I'm going to take this 2. Is that okay?
He's only got 1 dice to roll.
But he's going to be using that to heal.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the 2. Do you need to take the 2?
I kind of want to move, but I don't want to lose any of the... I can use the 4, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll use the 4 to move into that.
Yeah, and you're going to try and pick him up.
Yeah, Blake, roll
so
a dice.
roll a dice, Blake. 1 and 2. So you've been baned.
I know what it is. I know the drill.
Yeah, you've got to lose one of your skill cards.
That card. So I just lost my concentrate one, but that's okay. I wasn't planning on doing that this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it forever though, or is it just?
I lost. I think it's just
your next respite.
Yeah, it's not that bad. No big deal. That's So I'm gonna cast. Vermintide.
Misses.
Dang it. So this is important because that skill that you have now open back up.
Hits.
That hits for 1 damage.
1 damage, which.
They had already taken 1.
Yeah, so that means they're all dead.
Nice.
But
Triple
now
kill.
what? But
So now there are 6 of these little guys left over. 6 little fires.
I can wipe them out in 1 good hit. So
you were thinking of living. How about rat?
I thought I had more of those dudes, right? You only have 4.
right.
Stand-ins.
Yeah, we'll use
Hopefully they're about to die anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So there's. You can re-roll that. You can re-roll that.
Oh, that just about hits.
Yeah,
1
so-
damage.
1 damage kills all of these little flamey horrors.
Such a shame that they don't give me more.
Yeah, well, that's because you just get too much renown. You just be like
Although
going
you
through it.
get renown from grots, and they're pretty.
Yeah, but they've still got 2 health.
Yes.
Right, Blake, your turn.
I just hold on. Before I pass on that, if on our turn everyone moves into this room, then we can respite, and Blake doesn't need the Destiny dice. So if I use the Destiny dice to move in, he uses
No.
that 1 dice to move in.
We couldn't respite in that
Everyone moves
room.
in. No, we've already done stuff in this room. It's
Once we respite in that room, it says when the last adversary in this chamber is slain, read passage 39. So I guess I've got to do that now because you just killed the last thing in that room.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, don't worry about it.
So passage 39.
I'm just trying to think of efficiency.
I know, but the most important thing is to get him health back. I'd rather have another turn of monsters appear than him be on 1 health. The twinkling of coins rang out as the chamber picked through the way across the drifts of riches. The tinkling of coins rang out as the champions picked their way across the drifts of riches that familiar Pug had gathered. With a metallic clatter, the strange being began to pop up amidst the sea of coins, his moon face scowling at this unwarranted intrusion. At the same time, the chamber's portals flickered shut, and the treasure-strewn floor began to tilt madly, first one way and then the other. With spiteful strength, the familiar pelted the champions with riches, attempting to force one of them off. The hero's phase ends immediately. Set up the heroes in the centre of the chamber. So we're all now in the centre of the chamber.
This looks like a fun little mini game.
Yeah.
He's just throwing gold at us.
The room marked player rolls 4 destiny dice and puts them on the raised platform in the corners. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay, so roll 4 dice. Yeah, okay, so now put them in the 4 corners
Alright.
without changing the values. Okay, so this represents how it's
The
tilting.
portal's shut as well.
Yeah. To show how the platform was tilting. On the count of 3, all of the players roll their 4 hero dice, re-rolling any of the dice as many times as they want, trying to match the score on the 4 destiny dice. The last player to manage this loses their footing and the hero moves 1 space towards the nearest edge of the chamber. The chamber tilts once more for each player before Pug grows bored and gives up. So if there are 3 players, it will tilt 3 more times. If the losing player, if a player loses their footing while at the edge of the chamber, they tumble away into a heap of riches below, and will not participate in any more rolls once Pug gives up. Each player whose hero is still on the platform may draw a treasure card. Right, so when I say go, I've got to do this. How am I going to do this twice? So you're looking to get your dice to show 6, 2, 5, 2, all right? And the last person is going to, once someone's done it, just stop. Ready?
I think you only need to roll one set of dice and count them for both.
All right, okay.
That's the thing.
Ready? So you're looking for 6, 5, 2, 2.
Like, what are you?
Go on, go.
Already got a 2-2, just need 6.
Oh, what? Come on. Come on. Yeah, I done it. I got it. 6, 5, 2, 2.
We both got it at the same time.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I got it earlier.
Oh, come on.
I got that.
We got it at the same time.
I got that way earlier.
Alright, we'll have to just do a roll off. So just do one dice. It's 4 and 5. So James is going to slip one closer to the edge.
That was totally mine.
Right.
Should I re-roll these?
It doesn't say to re-roll them. I think it just says to keep them same. Let me just check. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does. So re-roll the 4 dice.
Okay.
So it's going to do it. It's going to do it 4 more times.
So,
3 more times.
So 2, 2, 3, 6. You ready?
2, 2, 3, 6.
1,
Go.
What was that? Okay, I've got 6.
2, 2, 3, 6. Done
Give me 2.
it.
I've got a 3.
Oh, wait, you had a 2.
Done it.
Oh, you had it. Blake,
Okay.
Blake unrolled it. So you're going to slip one to the close to the edge. Okay, right. We've got 2 more turns.
Alright. Like.
Just wait.
So we got a 3, 3, 6, 5.
3, 3, 6, 5.
Ready?
Okay, right, hang on. Ready? Sorry, what was it? 3, 3, 6.
5.
Go. Done it.
Done it.
Oh, so you're going to slip off. Okay, then one more turn.
Wait, do I go?
No, you don't go. You've slipped off, so you don't. This is just us now. So this is now 5, 5.
5, 5, 4, 3.
5, 5, 4, 3. You ready? Go.
Go.
Oh man, I'm not getting any 5s. There's 1.
Just need a 3 and I'm done.
Oh, come on. Come on.
What?
No way.
This dice is white.
No way. I can't.
Got it.
Oh, okay. All right. So then we would have
I
slipped.
actually got it.
So that's okay. So we get to choose a. So you slipped off, but nothing bad happens to you. You're all right. Each player who's still on the platform can draw a treasure card, and there is a respite.
Guys, by the way, I just...
Okay, you can't search for treasure because you slipped. You're climbing.
to heal.
You're currently climbing back up, so you can heal D3 wounds.
Okay, so I got Amulet of Fury.
2 wounds is
You can
nice.
change the power of the amulet immediately. So you can channel the power of the amulet immediately after you roll a wound for an adversary. Roll 4 dice. Each time the dice scores a 5 or 6, the adversary suffers another wound. So if it causes wounds, discard the card. That could be very good with Vermintide.
Yeah. The Lord of Chaos got a luck stone, so I can re-roll Destiny dice, and the Night Quest I've got the Eye of Thoros. Discard this card to absorb the jewel's power. Add 1 to the result of any attack rolls you make for the rest of your turn, so I can do a big hit.
Yeah, I think it's fair that you only had to roll 1 set of dice.
Yeah, that'd be impossible to try and keep 2 eyes on 2 of them. Right, so the portal goes. Yeah, so we're back to doing this now. So whose actual turn was it?
It was, I
Blake's
do
turn?
believe it was Blake's turn,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was.
Uh-huh.
We had.
What's up?
It was a 6. Alright, I forgot the Destiny dice. I picked.
It's a 2.
I was at 2. Okay, cool.
I
Right, Blake, over to you.
don't know why I remember. Guys, we could all pass and have a full respite.
Can't. That's what that was. That was instead of
Oh,
respite.
so I get that. Do
Yeah.
I get this card back?
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Okay. No
it was
problem.
instead of respite, basically.
Yep.
2 triple 6s.
Yeah, well, it's great when you've got nothing on the board.
And also, you rolled too many dice.
No, I didn't. I didn't roll that dice.
He didn't roll that dice.
I got
Says
two
alright.
sixes.
So you could use, if you heal again, you can use that one of those sixes to heal again.
I'll use this 6 to heal.
Yeah, you would have always healed one, so you're okay. So you can remove that.
Now you can explore.
And now you can explore if you want.
Explore.
No, that did not go well last time.
We have found the Warrior's Gaze again. So we've been here before with the Warrior's Gaze.
Yeah, this is gone now.
That's gone. So we'll pop this. I'm going to twist the board so it's now like this.
I'm just gonna move.
Yeah. And the Warrior's Gaze is going to go like that. So again, nicely, we have split the deck, which is always handy.
Should you do that now?
I will do it now, yeah, 1 second. This is going to go here.
Smart one is always right.
Yeah, the smart one is on this deck here, isn't it? It's got 2 of the last cards in it.
Yeah, the smart one's always the one that Dad, done first.
Yeah. 2 statues stood here, twisted archetypes of warrior and wizard. For all this is strange, some hint of nobility still clung to the warrior's statue. Beneath its approving gaze, the champions felt empowered to perform truly heroic deeds. Any renowned in here, you get +1.
Okay, cool.
Neat.
Can you roll a 2d6, please, Blake? 2, please. 2d6, please. So that's 11. 1 blue horror per player. So the blue horrors are back. This is a very blue horror game.
Hello.
This is. They are back
I'm
again.
not complaining. It's not too hard to kill.
Yep.
They're good for rats.
Right, rest of your time. You can do the rest of your whatever you want to do.
I think I might do.
Oh, you have 1 dice, so.
Should I move back?
You could do that, yeah.
Although I am full health.
Yeah, but
again, you were in full health
yeah.
when they killed you last time.
I would probably recommend.
Okay,
I would
not
recommend
being
just moving back to there and then opening up those 2 front slots to
Yeah, I would just move there because then you're out of line of sight, or even here.
Yeah, I just move there.
Yeah, because you've got loads of movement. It's not like
I can
movement.
move across.
It's not like movement's your slow point, is it? Right. So now it's the Lord of Chaos, and he's got some good stuff.
I think last round you done a signal, so you might want to
Yeah, I did. I took corn every time. I've been doing corn because it's allowing me to re-roll attack rolls of 1. Although in theory, I don't need that if I'm in the same room as this guy. But I'm about to not be in the same room as him, so I am going to take the Mark of Corn, and I'm going to use this first one to move. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Stick myself in the thick of it.
But this is not cool. We're going to have problems. This
Why?
has to be very, very awesome.
I'm then going to smack with my demon possessed blade. 3+. Come on, demon possessed blade. The number I don't want you to basically a 3 is a hit, a 1 is a re-roll, and a 2 is the worst you can roll.
What?
Right, I'm going to hit with my demon possessed blade and get a 4. That works for me. So this is 3 wounds on this guy who just explodes, and I get 2 renown, please.
Where's my 4th dice?
Somewhere.
What have you done with it?
I know.
This is the problem with you. You sit there fiddling, and then you lose things. So you've put that dice somewhere. So it'll be in your hoodie or on the floor.
Right, this is great.
You're a nightmare. You're an absolute nightmare.
Is there anyone on the
Right.
table?
Whilst you're looking for it, I'll continue.
So, yeah.
Right. Can we just keep them until you're playing the game? You don't need to touch them, do you?
How am I getting
Right. I need 3 dice here because I've not got 4 dice. So I've got a 4, a 5, and a 6, which is pretty nice.
Can you not do anything with a 3?
I'm
Oh
wounded.
no, I'm Lord of Chaos. It's got a 3 sitting on his board.
Yes, I can. I can hit with my normal hits, so I will just do 1 damage to one of these guys, and that's him done. Right, I'm going to move 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then I will move again, which seems a shame to use a 5 for moving.
Yeah, I feel I'm not going to do anything with that.
Yeah, so I won't. I'll take the Destiny dice and move.
Why don't you move? Actually, never mind.
I'm then going to hit this dude with my Super Strike, which is going to kill him. So I get 2 renown, please.
Yep.
And he's going to explode into 2 little dudes. And then I'm going to use my 5 to put myself on guard. So I now have a 3-up save. That's it. That's my turn over. Over to you.
That is the end of the round.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Apparently, Tuffy has a demon-possessed blade. It's a hobby knife. Mine's got quite a bit of my blood on it, so yeah.
Oh,
I suppose, yeah. My hobby knife has cut me a number of times, so there you go.
Maybe it is possessed.
Maybe. Right, let's do these horrors. Right, so the horrors are going to do this. 4. Blazing Whirlwind. Each horror in the group moves so that there are as many heroes in its chamber as possible. Then each horror in the group attacks with pink fire. So they're all probably going to stay where they are.
Yep.
And then pink fire is an area effect. This is not very nice.
Oh, there's like 7 of them in there.
Yeah, exactly. This is 7 AoEs going off. So pink
just
horror.
Only 6, luckily.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So
Do you want me to roll?
sorry, the yellow ones are going to do it first. The yellow, those guys are 5 pluses.
Saving on.
All right, go on then. They're 5 pluses.
Okay, so.
You need to do. Yeah, but the problem is you're not rolling it. I need to do 4.
Oh.
Right. So there's 2.
Okay.
2 hits go off, and then the blue ones are on 4s.
Okay.
And that is 2 more going off. So I need to do 4 saves on this guy. There's the first one, which is a fail. So I need 3 wounds on him.
Oh.
This could actually be enough to take the Night Questor out. Luckily, I've got a 3-up save. So he just took 3 wounds off the bat, just like that.
I'm not going to hold back when it comes to rat storming.
And then 4 on this guy. Looking for 3s. I saved 2, so I need 2 wounds, please. So yeah, the Night Questor and the Lord of Chaos are in a spot of bother.
Okay.
Ruin Mark player.
Blake, it's your turn.
Okay.
Please roll Destiny dice first.
Oh, let's have a look what Tuffy's posted while you're doing that.
The dice of destiny.
Oh yeah, that is a knife. Quite.
Oh, crikey.
3 6s.
Look at.
Tuffy's not mucking about.
Whoa.
Tuffy means business.
Okay, 3 6s.
What model was that to have that for?
Yeah. You rolled 3 6s, so we've definitely got an event happening, and 2 5s. So the 5s slop is on the board. So
10s and 1s, Blake.
So this is no.
No.
I need to know which one's the
Have
10.
you
Which
got
one's...
5. It's okay.
No, it's alright. 5, yeah, and 4. 54.
We definitely have this.
I think we've done it enough times now. 54.
That's like the one time.
Guess what just happened, everybody? Someone joined the party. It's the one we had yesterday. So yes, we just come across a stranger, and that stranger steps into the light. Pick an unused hero card at random. That hero joins the party as a companion.
So I this man back.
No, it says as random.
I say we pick it as random, then decide who wants to play as them.
Okay.
Because I mean, Blake, if you can put them out, go for it.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. Just pick a card, any card.
Don't pick the bottom one. That's Lord of Plagues. Okay, Blake, you got the Cogsmith.
Ah, the Cogsmith. Hey, a newly painted miniature.
So he's got a cog axe, which is a cog
Yeah, so this is, for those of you watching, this is why I painted up loads and loads of heroes, because there are so many heroes that can appear in this game. And I wanted to have as big a collection of them as possible, so hopefully, in most cases, we've got a miniature. So the Cogsmith.
He has a Durgan Pistols, which are 3+ and 1 damage. Grudge Raker, which is a 3+ to hit and 2 damage. brace of pistols. When you make a dueling,
Yeah, his
so you can-
pistols on his back and his big
Yeah,
guns
when-
on the front.
yeah, when you shoot with those pistols, you get to roll 2 dice rather than 1.
There we go. He has joined the game. He's a cool. I like him. He's a cool miniature.
Do you want to control him or shall I?
Well,
You can control him if you want.
well, this is something cool. Dad did say he really wanted to play him. So, I'm kind of thinking I could take over the Lord of Chaos if you want, Dad.
I don't mind. Then just you guys play. It's fine.
So that basically, so with his Grudge Raker, after you've done the attack, you roll a dice. On a 3 or more, you can do the action again without having to spend a hero dice, and that keeps them going.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. I'll play him.
Yeah. James, just give him the character. He did find him. He came up on his play.
He rolled 3 6s and got us an event.
Yeah, we just got him the character.
He could have summoned in the Sorcerer.
Oh, there you go.
I thought I can roll through 6s.
Right, come on, let's go.
Okay. So.
We have a new hero to join us, which is good.
5, 2, 1. Okay, so we are going to move in there with this.
So 5, yeah. So 1,
So
2, 3, 4, 5 is probably the best you can do.
And then I can move through
Dad, we're
players.
gonna
You can throw shurikens, remember?
Yeah, but I
You can't see him.
Oh, you can't see him, yeah. So you're going to move again to there, yeah?
Dad, can we have 4 dice for the Cogsmith and then also another 1 more dice?
Should we go with the lucky you risk any dice?
No,
Sure.
I don't think he's
Give
that
me the
lucky.
rest of
No, it
the
does.
Is he that deserving?
Well, look at that. I just even in rolling them to you, I rolled 3 6s. And all I did was roll them at you. 3 6s on the first roll. These dice are just epic levels.
Good, so I'm gonna stab
I mean, even passing to you, you roll 6s.
which doesn't hit, so I'm sad.
Okay. Keep going.
I thought it was done.
Hits. Cool, 2 damage.
2 down. So boom, little flamey guy dies.
Okay, and then,
And then it's his turn. Yeah.
okay, a risk in the dice, do something. Cool.
Got 6 and 5 and 2 1s. Can't argue
So,
because he needs to do some moving. Obviously, he's got some range, so you don't need
okay, you
to.
can move.
Just realised all
you
that
can move
movement
through.
is debuff, so you can only do 2.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you still get that.
Yeah, 1, 2, yeah. And then shoot something maybe.
Yes, I will shoot. So, wait, no, that's. So I'll use my Grudge Raker. So I need a 3+, and it does 2 damage.
Oh, miss. Okay, he's a bit rusty. He's been stuck in the tower for a long time. He's,
Yeah.
you know.
I'll just use the Grudge Raker
Yeah.
again with this. Hit 2 damage.
And what was you shooting?
Blue Horror,
Blue horror. So you hit him and he explodes. And he
and then I'll
breaks into only 1 because I've not got any more horrors.
Did you read his card?
and then I'll
Tell him what he needs to know.
Oh, it's fair if he reads it and then he understands it. Rather than
What's
me
it say?
always-
After resolving a Grudge Raker action, roll a dice. On a 3 or more, you can make another attack hero. You can attack again, but spending another hero dice.
Okay. Do you need to go upstairs and blow your nose?
Yeah, it's really loud.
It's constantly sniffing. Go and sort yourself out. We'll wait for you here.
Should have worn a coat.
James, you can do stuff.
Oh no, we'll wait for you.
So has he got another? Can you roll another attack then?
Yeah.
Well, no, if it does he get another attack? That's what it says, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he gets another attack.
Okay, so roll another attack.
So we'll kill that guy there.
What,
and
this
then,
guy?
Yep. And then it happens again.
Wow. It just keeps chain shooting.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it missed that
I
time.
missed that time. Cool. Right, over to me. With my 1 destiny dice. With my 1 dice. I will just roll that to heal.
If I were you, Dad, I'll use my mark to go into defense mode.
Yeah, I will choose Zinch. I will go into Zinch mode. Over to the Knight Questor, who gets 1 dice. He gets a 3, I'll use it to heal. 2 wounds. That's it. I am done on my characters.
Okay.
Over to you. Can you explode this room? Yeah, you just need a 6 in you. There you go.
Yep. Let me just make sure I do everything right. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna just cast Vermintide. Yeah, that does 1 damage.
1 damage explodes this room with all these little horrors.
During his turn. Actually, he would have got 4 points for his turn because he killed 2 guys.
Yep.
I'm getting no points.
No points.
Okay, so I'm gonna then move into 1, 2.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm just gonna move again. Gonna move to there and end my turn.
Yep. Cool.
I think that's what I think.
And then the Ruin Mark player becomes the dwarf, right?
Oh yeah. I think we rest here, right? So enemy turn. So
Yeah.
rest
So the dwarf won't get to roll, but I can heal. So I'm going to heal for 1
I'll
wound.
roll for the assassin.
I'm going to heal for 1 wound.
I got a bit of treasure.
Nice.
The assassin didn't know. Trickster's Brew. Discard this card
Better?
during your turn.
Yeah.
Right, shut the door for us. Maybe in future you wear a coat when you go out.
Yeah. Discard this card during your turn to either stand an adversary in your hero's chamber, change the result of a dice roll you just made to another result of your choice, or switch your renowned marker with 1 belonging to another player.
Nice. Right, it's the dwarf's
change the dice roll
turn.
to one of your choice is insane.
Yeah. Do you want to pass Blake the Destiny dice?
Yeah.
So
An
event and no Destiny dice.
So you're not allowed to roll Destiny dice anymore.
Can you roll me a 10 and a 10 and a 1s? 22.
I'm really hoping for 54.
Okay. Terrible avian shrieks split the still air. The haunting cry of creatures twisted their deal by the will of Zinch. Barely did the champions have time to ready their weapons before the strange beings were upon them, all clacking beaks and whistling silver blades. Set up Tanzagors per player, as close as possible to the nearest unexplored exit to the ruin marked player's hero. If there are no unexplored exits, set them up nearest portal. So the nearest...
Oh great, it's going to be right in my face.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be around you, basically, because I can't actually put them there, so...
Do they act immediately? Or
No.
No, okay, good. We got a third,
So all of these guys
Just
appeared out from there.
Okay, so it's now his turn.
Now it does say actually it would be 5, wouldn't it? Because there are now 5 players.
Yep. So great. Do you understand the rule about the machine gun?
Yeah, if I keep on rolling 3s, then I can
Just keep shooting. That's nice.
Yeah, if you didn't know, I killed another blue horror. I killed another blue horror in your turn.
Okay.
Right, go for it. Oh, it's a bad roll on the yellow dice. That never happens.
No machine guns.
They don't want to work for you.
Okay. Well, I'll just use the guardian pistols. Then.
Yeah. Start cracking shots off at these guys.
Actually, I'll just move so I can get inside some people.
Yep, into there, yep.
And then I can't use this dice.
You can't now use You can't use ranged weapons when you're standing next to an enemy. So you could shoot something further away, but you can't use ranged weapons on this guy.
You can shoot him.
Oh wait, so that means I can hit him with my cog axe.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So 1+4. Again.
Okay.
You can shoot this guy though.
Yeah.
Like, have you read the rule on your dual pistols?
Or 2 dice. Okay, so.
Yeah, so
Both hit.
yeah, when he goes to hit, he gets
So,
2 dice.
What damage is that?
1 damage each.
So it's 2 damage on that guy. So that guy is now on 3. No, these guys have got a chunky amount of health, I think.
So he's like 7
Yeah,
health.
so he's got 5 health left.
I'm going to use my guardian pistols again on him.
Yeah.
So that's. So.
Just
one
one?
of them hits.
1 minute. So he's on 4 health over there. He's been peppered with some pistol action. Nice. Is that him done?
Would my character be able to use a Vermintide to target the entire area, even if there's a guy
It hits the entire tile, so it doesn't matter whether we can see it or not.
Yeah, okay. I was just thinking because it's technically ranged, but I wouldn't be. I'm not targeting the guy next to me. I'm targeting.
Yeah,
the
you're
tile.
targeting the area. That's fine. Oh, look at those 2 6s. We'll take both of those. So I don't need to worry about re-rolling ones for attack, so I won't do that. I'm going to go with Zinch, so I can re-roll saves of 1. So I'm a Zinch hero. I can re-roll when I do get attacked. Re-roll
Oh yeah,
ones.
you're definitely gonna get attacked.
Because I'm definitely going to get attacked. So I'm going to hit the guy smack bang in front of me with my demon possessed Reaper blade. Demon possessed hobby knife. Let's do this. Give me a 6. It's a 4, so he takes 3 damage on this guy. So he's on 2 health. Okay. I'm then going to hit him with my demon possessed Reaper blade. I get to re-roll that. Thank you. Yes. So he just got murderized. I'm then going to hit this guy with my demon possessed Reaper blade. And I get to re-roll that. Oh, this is like deja vu. Come on. Oh, I get the worst roll ever. Right, and then I'm just going to hit him with my Chaos Sword. Actually, I'm going to hit this one in front here with my Chaos Sword. Which I get to re-roll the 1 and get another 1. Amazing. There we go.
Wonderful.
Over to the Knight Questor. He gets some more 1s. I am the king of rolling 1s. I will hit this guy in front of here with my Warblade, looking for 3s. I get it. It takes 2 damage. So he's now on... So he was on 4. He's now on 2. So I'm going to hit him again with my Warblade. And he's dead. So 2 renowned. Actually, 2 renowned for that. I would have got 2 renowned for that one as well.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're still in this warrior's room.
Does someone else want to run the Cogsmith?
You can give it to James if you want.
Why do you not like him?
Right, give it to James then.
Okay, yeah, I'll take him.
I don't really know how to use him.
Alright,
What do
cool.
you mean?
Thanks. Well, it's fine. If he wants to just focus on his character, that's fine. I'm then going to put my... I'm then going to move in with my 1. Actually, I'm going to stick myself right there in the middle of everything. And put myself on guard. So I'm going into guard stance. That's me done. Over to you, the Skaven.
Okay. I'm going for 13. That is
Not 13.
not 13. Okay, so what to start with? I think I'm gonna have to start with a Vermintide.
What's that drink there?
I can re-roll that. Yes. Okay, so this will do D3 damage to everyone on the tile.
Nice. So a 5 or 6 would be great. And you get 4, so that's 2 wounds,
4.
yeah?
So wait, don't deal that out. Do you think it's worth using one of my damage buff items?
What can I do?
The Amulet of Fury, so I could potentially do 4 more damage. So
To everything?
yeah. So 6 damage to everything.
I mean, it will kill everything apart from him on 1 health. So, can do that if you want, yeah.
But I actually know that would be the best case scenario.
Yeah. I don't think we're in any danger, so there's no point going guns blazing, I don't think. So, what would that do at the moment? You've just done 2 wounds to it. So, this guy's on 2 health, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's on 5 health. And this guy is on 3 health.
Oh, because I got a 6, I can get
a new dice and get 2. So now you can just bolt some. I mean, you can bolt this guy. He's in range and you can see him.
I got no. I can't do anything with it. So I'm gonna cast concentrate.
Yeah.
Bring this up to a 3, and that also bring this up to a 3. Might as well then cast concentrate again. I'll bring that up to a 4 and bring my lowest dice up to a 4. So now I have 2 bolts.
Yeah, so just bolt something. You can only really bolt him.
Okay, I'll bolt him.
He's got 3 health, so you might have to kill him.
Yeah, it hits and it will do 2
So
damage.
he's on 1 health.
And second time.
Yeah, so that'll kill him.
And then I also get 1 more dice since I got a 6. So I get a 1. So I'll use this. How many of guys have I killed? Just 1?
Just a 1.
Right.
Which you'll get 2 renown for because you're in the Warrior's Gaze.
Yeah. So I'm going to use this one to use my Warpstone Staff because I have actually got a melee attack. It's just not very good.
Yep.
So 4 plus.
Hit him with your staff.
I missed.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Next up.
Cogsmith. No, he's had his
turn.
turn. Yeah, you're right. Cogsmith's had his turn.
So yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
By the way, this goes to the Lord of Chaos next.
Yeah. Go on, assassin. Do some assassinness.
That was a 2.
You got them right next to you.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. They're standing right next to you. And
Okay, Skibby stab time. It's 2
that's
damage.
2 damage, so he's dead.
Skibby stab time on you.
So he goes
2
down to
damage.
3.
More Skibby stabs. It's
He's on 1 health.
and Mega Skibby stab.
Can't actually fail
He
that.
can't actually fail, yeah. It's just true, actually. You can't actually fail because 1s, you're re-rolling 1s and you hit on 2s. So unless you roll a 1 and then roll a 1 again, that's the only way you can miss.
1 in 12 chance that you miss. It's pretty good odds.
That's pretty OP, really.
Everyone else is like looking at 1 in 3 or something.
Yeah. Right, my turn. Destiny dice. Let's hope for no events. Be kind to us, Destiny dice. Although I can re-roll any. So, but that is a perfect roll of Destiny dice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means we've got all the dice available to us for
And also, now
Destiny's purposes.
now that we're in a new round. Oh, could we have rested? No, we would have done this already.
Yeah, we've done this one yet.
Yeah, so now we're in the new round. Cogsmith will go before.
Right, the Lord of Chaos, I think, I'm going to head out that door.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got 2, 2, 4, 6. I'm going to use my 2 to walk through there. And then, take the top card to explore.
So we got Flame Keepers. Roll. So this
room's going to disappear.
So the scent of incense hung heavy on the air in this place. As the champions advanced, eyes blinked at them from the floor while weird fire shadows danced upon the walls. Roll on encounter table D. Here's what the room looks like.
Okay, cool. Oh, it's another split the room. Crikey.
Yeah, so one of these. So
just separate them into two cards.
So one of them is...
Oh no, one of them could be over there.
Yeah, there's no guarantee it's this way. It's highly likely that it's this way, but there's no guarantee it's this way.
I mean, they're both end rooms.
So, yeah.
Which
Did it say roll on encounter or anything?
Yeah,
like that
roll
card?
on encounter. It gave it to you.
Okay, cool. Roll on encounter table bit D. So, who was the room up player? I was. So.
Let me just. Did I get that? No, just.
Playkeeper, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Did I get the portal in the right place?
Yeah, that's right. So we've got 11, which is 2 pink horrors.
Ooh. I think I've got a pretty idea. I've got
That's
quite a good
noise I
idea
think
of what our.
I assume they make.
I think I know how our kind of group is going to act now. So we got our Lord of Chaos and the Sigma, right?
You might have heard a train in the background, Tuffy. There is a. We're at the end of the garden, then beyond our garden there's a big ridge, and then on that ridge there is a train that goes past every now and then. So you might have heard a train in the background. I love the dried blood of that miniature, Tuffy. It's almost like real blood. Yes, it does look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Don't hurt our family, please.
I think I might have some blood on some of my miniatures, like some of my own blood.
Cut open your hand. Are you red?
Pretty sure I've had that happen. I've kind of gone.
Blood for the blood god a bit too far.
Certainly, when I used to build PCs, I used to have a lot of blood in my PCs. Because in the old days, the cases that PCs were built in had like serrated metal in them. and you'd be building them, you'd slip and run your finger across it, and you'd cut your finger open, and then you just have blood inside the machine, and they'd be like, well,
Blood
I'm
PC.
sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's like a blood sacrifice to make sure it turns on and works. So yeah, I know there's plenty of PCs in the world out there that have got my blood on them.
That's cool.
Uh,
I guess.
If no Acalic Adepts were set up as a result of the encounter roll, set one up as well. If at any point this Calic Adept in this chamber, and if there is a Calic Adept in this chamber and no other adversaries, read chapter 79.
So I think we should not kill him because I like.
You like to find out what happened. So he's also in here.
I don't know why, but I really enjoy the storytelling.
So you want to make sure he's the last thing alive. Alright.
Well, if we can, if it accidentally happens that I kill the whole room,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
Because he's only going to have 3 health.
But I enjoy seeing.
Yeah, he's got 3 health.
That's why I like exploring the rooms because I like seeing.
Actually, no, he'd look like this. That's what he'd look like. He would be one of the bigger chaps.
Can you give him a shield so that we can just
No, you
have the less chance of killing him.
So that was my turn. So I used 1 to move, 1 to explore, and then I'm going to go in with this one, get in the face of this pink horror, and then I'm going to use the demon-possessed Reaper Blade with a 6.
Such a long name.
Yeah, it's a. Give me a 6. See, I've got a 4, which is still 3 damage, so he doesn't quite explode. He's on 1 health.
I'm gonna go stab them all.
Right, over to the Knight Questor. 2 1s, a 6 and a 3. So we're going to use the 2 1s to move. So 1,
My
2, 3,
entire character
4.
thing now is just sit at the back of the room and shoot things.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to put myself over there because I can still move there, so I can tank all those up. I'm then going to put my 3 into my thing, and I'm going to hit this guy. No, I'm actually going. Yeah, I'm going to hit this other pink horror.
Because you're made of glass.
Oh, it's the one thing you don't want to roll, a 2. There you go, end of my turn.
Unlucky. Okay.
End of my turn, over to you.
Right here. I've got so many things that buff my dice at this point. This roll isn't even that bad. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and that won't read that to 3. I will then use this to cast Concentrate and bring this up to a 4. I will then cast Warp Lightning onto that pink horror, which does 3 damage. Oh no, 3 plus the hit, so it hits, then D3 damage.
Nice. So which one did you hit?
3 damage on the on
This one here. So
horror.
he explodes, and he's replaced by 2 blue horrors. 1 there, and 1 there.
Okay, and then I will actually, since I got a 6 on that first roll, I get another dice. Okay, so now I'm going to do another Warp Lightning, and I'm going to hit the other pink horror.
He's on full health. He's on 4.
So this will give me another dice afterwards.
Nice. Chain reactions.
It's 3 plus the hit, and it does 1 damage.
1 damage, so he's on 3 health.
And then I get another dice, so I have 2. I'm then going to take this 5. This will cast Warp Lightning, and it hits, and it will do D3 damage with 2 damage to the pink
So he's
horror.
on 1 health.
That goes up to 3. I'll then take.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I always forget Destiny Dice.
If I take the 4, that'll be.
Never ever do I ever take Destiny Dice. I
Okay,
just
so I'm
completely
gonna-
forget about
I'm
them.
going to take the 4, and with the 4, I will cast a Warp Lightning on that pink horror, which actually misses.
No way, man. I'm a 2 as well,
But-
so nothing can help you.
It upgrades that to a 4 at least. Now I can do another Warp Lightning. Which I
Reroll
can
the 1.
reroll. It
3.
hits, it does D3 damage, so 3 damage.
He explodes and turns into 2 more blue horrors.
I would call that a successful turn.
Yeah, there we go. 2 more blue horrors.
Get rid of the big pink boys.
Right, Cogsmith, go for it.
Okay.
Oh, nice
Now,
roll. 2, 3, 4, 5.
with this 2, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces. Yeah,
Yep.
you can move 3 spaces. Now, I'm going to use my Grudge Raker and shoot. So 3 plus to hit. It hits, and this will do 2 damage to a blue horror.
Explodes and is replaced by 2 little ones.
Okay, let's see if I hit again. I do hit again, and I get a 4, so I hit again. I'm not going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot him for 2
Okay,
damage.
he explodes. It's 2 damage, is it?
Yep.
Okay, so he explodes, and another 2 horrors
So I've
appear.
got 2 guys.
They're
Now,
spreading all over the
Can I
place.
shoot again? I
No.
cannot.
I cannot say.
So I might as well use these pistols. So 3 up to hit. Oh wait, no, I get 2 dice. So 3 up to hit, they both hit. So 2 damage to this guy.
Okay, he explodes.
I'll then use this 4 to do dual pistols. 3 up to hit. I did 1s on both. Do you think I can re-roll both ones or only one run?
They counted as separate attacks. I think it must be. I must be able to roll both and re-roll. It says re-roll ones.
Okay,
So
so that
you got
hits
3.
for 1 damage. So
So
I'll take out another.
Another little dude explodes.
I'm gonna take this 5 so I can do the Grudge Raker again.
Okay,
So 3 first to hit.
you can re-roll the
re-roll
1.
that. Yep, that hits, and that will do 2 damage to a blue horror.
So he explodes and is replaced by 2 little ones. Bloop, bloop.
Can I do it again? Yeah, I'm gonna roll the risky dice things.
Cannot do it again. That's it, end of the turn. Over
Yep.
to the assassin.
Blake, you got these dice as well. So
Assassination time.
go crazy.
Yeah, get
Oh,
stabbing.
hold on, I killed 1 more guy, so
Okay, look at all my
Pretty happy with
assassination
those,
dices.
Cosmo's cool.
Okay, so we're going to use this to move.
Where are you going to go?
I want to move into the most busy spot. I can move through people.
You can go to there and
Can you-
attack
can
him in the back.
yeah, can you not kill the guy in purple?
And okay, that hits. 2 damage.
2 damage, so he explodes. Now I haven't got any thingies, so we can't replace him with anything.
Okay, so there's just 2 next to me, I guess.
No, they're just not there. I can't physically put any more on the board.
Okay.
When you run it does say in the rules, if you run out of miniatures, then no more appear.
Yeah, because
Okay.
imagine an army would only have so many soldiers.
Yeah.
And then he gets stabbed.
He gets stabbed and explodes. Okay,
Yeah, you still got 3 more dice.
And then I'll use...
so you can move in,
Actually, I'll use this 2 to move.
or you can throw your shurikens. They only need 1 damage,
Yeah.
Okay,
so
yeah,
you can
I'll,
just throw
I'll
shurikens.
throw shurikens. So, like... Yeah, that hits.
Explode.
So you
Okay.
actually you only
Another
got 1
one.
point this round.
Another shuriken.
Miss.
Misses.
Okay,
Shuriken.
misses.
Shuriken. Hits.
Hits.
Double damage. Which
Well,
doesn't really mean anything,
yeah.
but I mean...
Explodes. Okay,
1 guy left.
so that's the end of our turn. So it's over to these guys. We have one poor little flame. So he's going to do a 6. Move towards the nearest hero. And attacks with his flickering blade. So this is on 4+, which it hits, and 3+. I save it. So no worries there. And then the other guy, the culty, is going to. There is no escape. Each culty moves towards the nearest hero, and then each culty attacks the nearest hero, whichever blade is in range. So he's just going to
I thought he
stay.
was about to bail.
No, he's going to punch. Well, he's going to try and hit me with his cursed blade, which is on 4s. They both miss. Ha ha. You forgot that I'm rolling for the bad guys.
So Night Questal's first.
Night Questal is first.
Roll us our Destiny dice, and then
And then
kill off that
yes,
flickering
everybody
flame, and
stabs
we'll see
him.
what happens.
Triple threes and a 5 and a
So
5
I
and a
think
6.
that's like
That's book.
That's the book. So that will come on, right?
Oh yeah, this
because-
is gone. I'm pretty sure.
No, no. When we go to the next. Oh yeah, next someone's gone out of the room. Yeah, don't worry about it. Leave it there for now.
Alright.
Because no one's in there anyway. The book is with the most person with the most skill cards.
Yep.
So that's you.
Hello. Let's put him
So
there.
no skill cards can be used in this chamber.
I like it when I'm using
And then I am going to.
Are you kidding me? I've got 3. My entire character is based off of these awesome skill cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we only need to kill one more.
I'm going to use my
I don't
2
know what's going to happen.
to hit this with my Warblade, which misses on a 2. And hit him again with my Warblade. I get to re-roll the 1, thankfully.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, I don't, because I don't get skill cards. This time I hit him and kill him.
It's you.
Right, now I'll read the chapter.
Alright.
So, chapter 79.
Thanks for letting us do this. I don't know why I enjoy finding all the secret stuff.
You just don't like games ending. You're like, this can just keep us going for a bit.
I do like games ending. But
One by one, the sorcerer's foe fell, until only a single cultist remained alive. Subdued by the champions and surrounded by a ring of glinting blades, the cultist would surely spill his secrets. The hero's phase ends immediately. Remove any wound or stun markers from the Killick Adept, starting with the ruin marked player. The player takes turns to either torment the captive or press them for answers. If you torment so we're basically surrounding him. If you torment the adept, roll a dice. On a 5 or 6, you are sufficiently persuasive. Put a stun marker next to the adept. On a 1, you are overzealous and the adept is wounded. If you press for answers, roll a dice. If the result is less than the number of stun markers next to the adept, he reveals his secrets. You can take the Flamekeeper's exploration card, otherwise he is wounded. If the adept reveals his secret or is wounded 3 times, he is slain. So this will give us help in the end. So ruin mark player is me. So I'm gonna question him first.
Oh, hold up. You got to roll less than the amount of.
Yes, we need to put some stun markers on him,
Alright, so
and then try and roll less. So I'm going to torment because at the moment he's got no stun markers. So we need a 5 or 6. So I've got a 2, which is okay because it's not a 1. So now over to you.
So I'm guessing I got.
You need a 5 or 6, and 1s mean nothing. Well, 1s mean we're going to hurt him, so you don't get anything. Roll for the
Is it only one
chart.
round?
No, it just says keep going. You just keep pushing your luck.
Keep going,
Yeah, just keep pushing your luck. No. So the Lord of Chaos. No. Me. Ah, so he's got a wound on him.
How much health does he have?
3. So once he's had 3 wounds, he's dead.
Okay. No pressure.
We're not doing very good. So we've got 1 stun on him. Okay, right. But of course, no one can roll less than a 1, so there's not much you can do there. So I'm going to push him again.
I reckon once we get to 2, Dad should just try and get it.
4 is nothing. Over to you.
Alright, so.
We're questioning you, mister. Oh, he's got another wound on him. 1 more wound and we've killed him.
Yes.
6, that's another stun. So he's now got 2.
I reckon try and just. Like,
So do you want to question him?
Question.
You want to question him or
Don't
torture
torment.
him? Okay, you've got to roll a 1 or a 2. So you failed. So over to me.
Yeah, I reckon you should question him. You're quite good at rolling ones.
Yeah, I can question him. 4. Question him. 4.
Well, actually, I think if we can keep him going, the odds will be just continue to question now.
Unless you roll a 1.
Well, no, question, because...
No, you still. Anytime you roll a 1, you wound him.
Wait.
If you torment the adept, roll a dice of 5 or 6. You are sufficiently persuasive. Put a stun marker on next to the adept. On a 1, you are overzealous. The adept is wounded. If you press for answers, roll a dice. If the result is less than the number of stun markers next to the adept, he reveals his secrets. You can take the Flamekeeper's card. Otherwise, he is wounded. Ah, right. So
he's dead.
We didn't know that beforehand. So if you question him and you roll over his stun markers,
right,
he's wounded.
Okay.
So I would keep pressing for answers for now.
So I'm gonna.
And then you've got a decision to make.
So I'm gonna torture.
You're going to torture him. So 4 does nothing, so we're fine. It's this guy's. Hang on, wait. It's this guy's.
I'm going to torture.
Okay. What are you going to do? I think we've got to at least make it a 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think on a 2, so that does nothing.
That's fine. Just don't roll.
So I'll question him as well. That does nothing.
Torture.
Torture. Torture.
So you just
That's killed him. He's dead.
Never mind.
That's a really tough one, that.
Yeah, that is.
So he died. We were overzealous with our questioning.
That accidentally put the demonic.
The demon-possessed Reaper Blade. We were overzealous with our questioning and we killed them. So it means we won't get the Flamekeeper card, which I'm sure probably would have helped us in the end fight.
Yep.
So it's a new round because that ended the hero phase.
Oh, okay.
So it's completely ended my turn. So it's over to you.
So, wait, roll Destiny Dice.
Yeah, roll Destiny Dice, the whole shebang.
Okay, 3, so that's just the book again. He's already here. And then we got a 5 and a 2. So,
Let's find out what's in these rooms.
start of my turn. I'm going to use this action to move. Bring that up to so that brings up to a 5, and I'm going to move to the book.
And roll off against Blake.
5. That's pretty good.
4, yeah, so you keep it.
Nice. I'm then going to hold my turn.
Okay.
Let someone else. Alright, now Cogsmith.
Come on, Cogsmith. Open the door, Cogsmith.
Alright, yeah, the Cogsmith, I'm pretty confident with him. He's got a nice little chain gun. So Cogsmith is going to go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
and
then explore. So what's the card? Is it the final room?
It is the Fires of Zinch. So that is it. That's the final.
The final room. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So let's disappear this room, and I'm going to disappear
48.
this room as well, just for a bit of space.
Oh yeah. Read passage 48.
Okay. So we have found the final champion. I'll leave those aside just in case we do for some reason need them. Move this back here. Put it back there probably. And this is a big tile. So this is the one with the twisty bits on it. Yeah, this is it. So I need those kind of square dially tokens for like golden round things.
Yeah, I got them here.
So that's what we're entering. And these are going to go here and here. And they're facing outwards.
Been in the room very similar to this before.
Yes, read passage 48. This is the final battle. Raging heat, searing multicoloured light struck the champions like a physical blow as they entered the next chamber. A Zinch fane it was, swirling with scintillating colours and reeking of sulphur and brimstone. From strange pits in the chamber's floor, wildly churning columns of unnatural fire leapt high enough to scorch the ceiling, black with their wrath. Amidst these curling tentacles, conflagrations danced strangely, unnatural figures, and around them drifting a glinting fragment of the amulet that the champions had sought. Place the fragment Avashki with the symbol above next to the board. Select the 2 prisons marked as shown on the exploration card. It looks as though these can be moved to steal the fires. Ooh. Until the columns are covered. Okay, so these are like lids. You can be pushed over by the looks of it. Until the columns of fire are covered, they will harm the heroes as described on the exploration card. However, if a player has the exploration card called the titled Flamekeepers, their hero is immune to fire. Once both columns have been covered, the last adversary in the room is slain. The room up players take the fragment, ending the trial. Okay, so we are going to get hurt. At the start of each adversary phase, each hero suffers a wound for each column of fire that has not been blocked. Crikey, so that's 2 wounds per round. So we need to cover those quick. Heave. Move. So for a +4 in this room, you can do a heave. Move an adjacent prison marker 1 space towards the nearest column of fire. If it moves into the same space as the column of fire, that column is blocked. So we need to get in there, cover those up.
One thing. So if we're not in the room, are we not affected by the fire?
It doesn't say that, so I'm going to say that you just now that we've opened the door, yeah, you're going to get burned.
Okay, we need to be quick about this.
Yeah.
What do you need to do?
We need 2d. I need to roll on counter table B twice.
So we need to,
it is going to be a hellish battle, Jim.
Like, So like with 4 up, we can move one of these by 1 space. So we can move them to cover these, and then we don't take the fire damage.
So we got 4 blue horrors.
And here is the fragment at the top of the room.
And then we also got 1 occulty per player.
Would you like to make a bat attack?
It's currently not my turn.
I mean, like, I'm not sorry.
Oh yeah, obviously. How many dice I got?
Annoyingly, because there's 5 of us, I haven't actually got 5 blue flamers. So that's what the room's got in it. So it's a pretty packed room. So we need to make space and then get in there and start moving those
So I'm
pins.
gonna speed my way to
It's
the
my
rest.
turn, Blake.
Yeah, it's James's turn.
It's the Cox's turn. Okay. I'm gonna try and clear up some space. So I can't use my Grudge Raker. Just literally run off. So I'm going to
Luckily, we're all on full health. We can
use
go.
my Durodin pistols and shoot this guy here. And it's
Come on, a risk any dice. Don't let us down.
so hits, so 1 damage.
1 damage to that guy. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna shoot him again. And 2 more damage. So
So
3 damage in
I
total.
think that's him dead. Yeah, 1 dead. You peppered him with your pistols, and he is deaded.
But that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Assassin, get in there and assassinate some
Or if
stuff.
you know, Blake, what I think you should do is run to the back of the room and start covering up those things.
Yeah, that's what I was. Oh, that was just 6.
Yes, because in theory, if you go here, you can heave it twice. But I don't think you can get here that fast.
They've got 2
1,
here that you can
2,
use.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes, you can if you,
You
use
can.
it. So Blake, hold
So
on.
use 1 of your own
Blake,
dice
okay.
and 1 of the destiny dice.
Because you need.
So
Alright.
somehow your assassin is able to literally blip from here to there.
I can teleport. I'm an assassin.
And now you're adjacent to this, so you can move it. If you can move it twice.
Right.
Okay.
So you need a 4 up to move.
No, you just use it. Just use
Yeah.
2 4s.
Yeah.
So
So
okay.
two things more than 4.
yeah, so that's 2 dice gone. Now you're now left with 1 dice.
Okay. I'm probably gonna.
Probably blip to the other side.
Blip.
Actually, no.
That, or you could throw some shurikens at something. How much damage do your shurikens do?
Yeah.
1.
1 damage.
Not very good.
Then yes, if you were to blip, say, to here, the worst case is we'll close this next round. So
Yeah.
we'll take 2 damage, and then we'll take 1 damage, which is much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's you done.
And so Dev, I think we kind of need you to get to this, to around here, to try and take as much aggro
Yes.
away from.
I'm going to try and hit some stuff. And
They just watch me like blip.
yeah,
50
it's just
spaces.
whoa, that assassin's come from nowhere.
I can teleport. I'm like a ninja.
You are like a ninja, yeah. I can only move 3 spaces though, so this is a bit slower for me. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I stick myself there, I can start whacking people.
What are you gonna whack them with?
Well, I can use the. I'm going to first of all. What's more? I think the blue horrors are more dangerous, to be honest. So I'm going to whack a blue horror.
they're easier for me to vermin.
Yeah. I'm going to whack this blue horror with my chaos sword, which hits and does 1 damage. I'm then going to hit the same one with my. So he's on 3. What the blue horrors got? Blue horrors have got 2 health. So he's on 1 health. I'm not going to worry about him. I'm going to hit. Oh no! I'm going to hit this occulty behind me with the demon possessed Reaper blade. Come on, baby! Oh no! And I'm not even in the same room.
My demon possessed
What,
Reaper blade in defense.
What faction did you take? What chaos?
Let's say I took Corn, everybody.
Yes.
That hit, so 3 damage.
Reaper blade.
3, that killed him. Okay. I definitely took Corn. Everyone remember I said that.
Yes.
Right, Night Questor.
Honestly, what else would you take?
It is true. I might have took the defensive one, but
Yeah. You like there are here sort of.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to move into there.
He's got ones where he can block stun tokens, which can be pretty useful.
I'm then going to use my Warblade on the one that's only got 1 health. Re-roll that one. Man, I roll a lot of ones. He explodes and turns into 2 more.
That is just cannon fodder for me.
Yeah, and then going to use my... that was a 5, so I can't do that with that. I'm tempted to move again.
If you move to
And get in
here,
there.
then you know Blake will actually know.
I am going to move. I'm going to move. I'm going to stick myself in there. So that I'm the closest for all of these. And then I'm going to put this on guard.
Like Dad just took some shots for you.
So then I'm going to go on guard. So I've got my 3 up.
Now I still got my
Over to the Skaven.
So I can do something quite cool here. So I'm going to take this 5 and cast Warp Lightning Bolt. I'll just hit like that occulty there. We've got 3 up, hits, D3 damage, 2 damage to that occulty.
Okay, so he's on 1 health.
Okay, so, but then because I use an action, it will upgrade my lowest dice, which will just be that one, to a 6. Now I can cast Vermintide on that
You need a big Vermintide. Come on, Vermintide.
Rats. Summon the rats.
It's
That's
okay.
1 damage.
It's 1 damage. So
That-
he's
that
dead.
guy's dead.
These 2 are dead.
Now, before we proceed, I get to draw 4 skill
These
cards.
guys are on 6 health.
Right,
And I need some dice. So these 2 dudes are on 6 health. Yeah, those 2 dudes. And then the blue horrors are all on 1 health.
Alright, so now I've managed to just make a full circle, so I'm gonna.
Nice.
So I get to draw 4 cards thanks to my good old book friend.
You roll a lot of 1s. You have 2 choices. Either start playing Panzer Leader, where low rolls are good, or break out those yellow killers. Yeah, man, I am going to start using those dice. I just roll bad, or I don't know what it is, Jim. I roll low numbers. Is there a casino game where rolling low numbers is good?
This looks very. I'm going to use this battle round.
Yes, we will become
So-
rich if you've done that.
Yeah, I need to find a good casino game.
So when I slay an enemy, increase the score of my lowest dice by 1. All my dice are going to be 6 very quickly. Alright, so since I used an action, it increases.
She's
that.
alright. Leave her. She's okay.
Since I used an action, it will increase that up to a 6.
Nice.
So I can cast another.
This is the finale, guys. This is it. Come on.
And that is 1 more damage to everything.
So these all die. So you're going to get a lot. You're going to get 3 renown for killing all of those. But then
And this will go.
many more yellow ones are going to pop back into reality.
Okay.
So they're all back.
You know, this is the final round.
This is the final one, man. Go mental.
Okay, let's
Everything.
This is where we need
so
to.
now I've got another 1 more 6. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to use this Trickster's Brew, which allows me to change the result of a dice. And I'm going to change this to a 6.
Nice.
Because that allows me to do D3 damage.
Okay.
And also get another dice.
Oh, yeah, these all took 1 wound, didn't they? So they're on 5.
So, so this is going to be D3 damage.
Come on, 6. Okay,
So
2
damage.
2
However,
wounds.
it's the final round. I'm going to play Amulet of Fury. So I have to roll 4 dice. Every 5 or 6 I get, that increases my damage by 1 for
Nice.
this attack. So, 4 damage. Actually, no, 3 damage.
3 damage. So these all die. Because they're only 1 health. And then these guys are on 2 health.
Okay.
Is that the end of the turn? I think so, isn't it?
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Just going to move to here.
Okay. So the enemy's turn, we all take 1 damage. We're all scalded by fire.
I had 1.
Ah!
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is good.
How many did I... I think I got all the points.
I can't see us losing. I can't see this being a problem for us.
Luckily, I can move things. at the speed
And then
of
these
light.
guys, these occulty guys, are going to do
Imagine if they just leave.
the following, which is
Explode.
explode. Yeah, they go berserk and kill everyone. 4. There is no escape. Okay, going to attack the nearest hero. So, technically, you are the nearest hero.
Well, actually, no. You're both 2 spaces away.
Yeah, but you can't actually get to him. So,
Can they do that at ranged?
yeah, do have range. Yeah, okay, we'll make them both attack me. So the first guy's going to hit me with his cursed blade. Hit me with your cursed blade. Dun, 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 dun. And that is a total miss. And then the other guy is going to blast me with his missile. And that is a hit. And that is a save. So I block it with my shield.
Cool, okay. So,
New turn. We have got a destiny roll. Now, don't worry, because I've got a luck stone.
I'm going to clear up his dice a bit. Okay, so this
So
is
I can re-roll any of these.
Okay,
Because we don't want an event. That's it, cool, yeah, because we don't want an event.
It's actually quite a wonderful roll, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, we're gonna do this, guys. This is the last turn of the game. I can't see how these guys can come back from this.
Okay, so the cogsmith is going to move. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take the 5 from here and do my grudge raker. 3
Just
up to
nuke them down, James.
3 up to hits.
Oh, it's that wretched 2. 2 is the worst
I really liked
number.
it. No, I'm just going to shoot with my pistols instead.
Yeah.
3 up.
No, you're not.
Oh wait, no, I get
Yeah.
2 dice because it's dual pistols.
No. Oh, you can roll that one. That one
Yay,
hits.
so 1 damage.
1 damage.
2.
So this guy's on 1, the other guy's on 2.
Okay.
And now I'm going to shoot my pistols again. They both hit, so 2 damage, so I'll just kill that guy there.
Yeah, he's dead. So you get a renown for killing him.
Yeah, because I want to finish this now. So
Dwarf's angry.
I want to finish this, so I'm just going to take this 4, and so I get 2 shots. 1 hits, 1 damage. And also, wait, is he...
No, he's not dead. He's on 1. He's on 1 health.
No, I hit him, he went down to...
He had different health the other guy.
Okay, so I'm going to take another shot, because he's dying today.
I'm spraying us with water.
There we go, 2 more damage.
2 more damage. He's dead.
Okay, and since he's dead...
We're being sprayed at. Unbelievable.
So Dad, since he's dead, the dwarf can draw some cards.
Right, so while you're doing that, Blake, roll some dice
So,
and use 2 of them immediately.
Okay, 2 of them have been...
2 of them immediately to heave over this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take edge.
And the fragment falls into your hands, Blake, as you have now claimed another piece of the Gaunt Summoner's magical fragment. That is it. I don't think anything else happens. It is literally...
Here you go.
Let me read the rest of it. Passage 48. We've closed over the furnace. We've killed all the bad guys.
This is the amulet that we have been...
Once both columns have been covered and the last adversary in the room is slain, the room marked player takes the fragment of the Aquishai, reading, ending a trial. So there we go. We did it. Woo! We are 5 fragments in. Only 3 fragments to go.
Only 2 fragments to go, Dad.
Only 2 fragments to go.